I wanted to show you what I usually do with live arena. So the situation right now is that I'm second in here, Lord Phoenix is first, I have no chance of beating him. This time it's a bit more chill because others have no chance of beating me. You can check it out. Borubar as well, others as well, because I have a 5-star Divine Herald. So you see, it's not even close. And he got a bit lucky, let's put it this way. I ran 5 battles and so yesterday and got a bit lucky with this. Now, what you need to do in this situation, there are still 2 minutes, is start attacking the second place person. So check out their defense is the second one, because I think I cracked his code yesterday. And most people never change their code. Let's see, did I do this? No, I didn't. So in this case, crack their code. So let's see, swap. So we won the second one, but not the third one. What if I swapped between second and third? Let's see, cracking the code. No, you always beat the second. Okay, meanwhile, let's make a small scrambling. I'll hide all 3. And I somehow scramble the units, the defense. I might need to strengthen my second team in favor of the first team because my opponents can beat me too easily. So this is one thing, I scrambled defense. But unfortunately, we're not cracking his code. So what I will do is I will try it this way. And I'll quickly battle. If I cannot beat him, and it's possible because they are kind of strong, now I can beat him. I cracked his code. And now we're waiting for him to attack me, because then I will attack back at the last second. You see, this is what I can do. I'm prepared to get an attack. Now, if they are smart, then they know when to attack. If it's 0, then you can still attack back. Sometimes even 1 or 2 seconds after. And sometimes the refresh is not automatic, it's not instant. And sometimes the attack doesn't even come. You can see it in the report when they attack. Now I cannot see any attacks. Let's see. Now it's interesting. What is going on? Oh, challenge. You see? It's a bit late. So I might have messed this up with the refreshing. I got back to first place and then we will see. Then we will see what is going on. And here you can see no one attacked. I cannot do anything. So let's see where we finished. I think I was a bit late. No, I wasn't. Look at this. I ranked number 1 in the Glory Arena today. Look at this. And it was after 9 PM. 1 or 2 seconds after 9 PM. You saw it, right? 2-3 seconds. I think they are running they usually run some sort of a cron job on the server or something similar that that collects all the data from the server. But that cron job doesn't start exactly at 9. It starts around 9 PM server time and a few seconds later. And I think there is some jitter in there as well, because sometimes the email is sent earlier, other times it's later. Sometimes it's 2-3 seconds, other times 7, 8, 9 seconds. It's server load dependent. Everything is automated on the server, and you see how late I was to discover that I got beaten after 9 PM. This is a perfect demonstration. I thought that the attack was not even coming, this time it came. And there is a likelihood that the opponent doesn't even know what is going on, because if he just batch reads the emails and collects all the resources, then he doesn't see that actually they only got rewards for second place. And I got rewards for first place. Here in the other arena, I could chill, because there are some days when I couldn't do this. And those days when I couldn't do this was when I had to focus on this arena, because this is the more important arena out of the 2. I had to focus on this arena to make sure that if I'm attacked, I attack back. Or if I'm behind, then I attack back exactly at the last few seconds. Oh, and one more thing. I almost forgot. You saw that I managed to spend my last remaining attempt. You can make a case for getting down to like this, spending diamonds like twice to collect this reward. You could make a case for it, especially if your commander needs these tokens. I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Most likely it's more like a bad thing than a good thing because you would need the diamonds for covenants, but anyway. You also need the attempts themselves because everything depends on everything. In the missions, you can see Glory Arena. Right now I have 162 attempts and the Glory Arena is gonna end tomorrow. I didn't get 170, I didn't get 180, 190 because I was saving these attempts. And exactly for this reason, if there is anything in the shop that you want to purchase quickly, well, it's a better option to buy Dragon Blood than spend it on Commander Duel or Kingdom Championship even. Or whichever gives you Dragon Blood. I think Kingdom or what is it? Commander Duel definitely gives you one. But you have treasure hunt permits, divination vouchers, all the other things. Even Universal Hero tokens, I just have too many at the moment. As soon as I get like 300, then I'll be able to 4-star any new hero. So I'll spend anything above 300, but I'll get a buffer of 300. Plus the prayer stones. So you see, there are quite a lot of things to spend. So you could make a case for purchasing those attempts for diamonds just to keep up with your opponents. That's a possibility. But at the moment, I didn't spend diamonds. But what's important is that if you choose to spend diamonds because you cracked the code of your opponent a bit too late, it's possible. If you crack their code a bit too late and you used up all your attempts, then imagine that the attack comes like last second. Imagine what happens then. Then you need to click the opponent, then you need to somehow figure out that you don't have any attempts. Look at this. Would you like to use 10 purchase and another click? And then formation and attack. You see? It's time. It takes quite a lot of time. And that amount of time may be just enough that your attack comes a bit too late. And then you only get second place. This time I got first place. I hope this demonstration was useful, that even if it's after 9 PM server time, nothing is over yet. You can still attack for a few seconds. Same here in the other arena. I think once I made an attack like 5 seconds later. And it still worked for some reason. But other times I got the emails or whatever, those messages 2-3 seconds after 9 PM. So it's complicated. Let's see why I didn't care about this. So if you check out Lord Phoenix, what can I do? Place this unit here or here, doesn't matter that much. I'm just hopeless at the moment. I have some plans of negating this. And I'm seeing major mistakes from the end of Lord Phoenix, by the way. Not that major, but some mistakes. That's what it is. So some mistakes. Where he's leaking diamonds. And at infinity, this means that, well, not at infinity, but in like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I have a better strategy at the moment. At the same time, he has a paid hero, he has quite a lot of things paid, so obviously as soon as I beat him he could choose to purchase some things. I already know what he could purchase to not even give me a chance for quite a long time, like months. So this is an uneven battle, but it's still a battle. So you see that I cannot challenge him. But what is happening behind this? And you can do this, you can attack people from like behind as well. And then you can see what is going on. These are real attempts, these are not basic battles that you try in the friend screen. So this is really information against the real defense. Some people have bad defenses. Let's try Luca. I mean, I have 2 more attempts, I can check them all out. Just for information. And if they see the log, they will see these attempts as well. This backfires on you if the attempt is borderline, because if you see that both of the health meters are depleted to almost zero, then there is a high likelihood that they will try the day after. But this is not gonna be borderline at all. So you see all these attacks that couldn't even... no, Borobar has a special, because this is a devil on the back. So what I usually do is I empty the back row and I give the devil some entertainment here. So this is my sneaky trick. But it doesn't matter, even with the other formation they would have lost. And you see, this is extra information. You know who your opponent is and you add your attack or defense basically accordingly. Okay, so we've had some based on the information, Borobar has been the strongest out of the three. For some reason he's giving up on the game more and more. He's just logging in once and he's leaking diamonds all over the place. Luca is the most disciplined out of the three. Clerigor is trying hard, but he's trying a bit too hard and he's leaking diamonds. So right now this is the situation. And you see, these are the ins and outs of managing these battles. And by the way, why did I choose to lead? Because you may choose to stay behind and attack, be the last attacker. Be careful with being the last attacker, because if the attack happens during the last few seconds from the opponent, in that case you may click on the previous opponent that was about to be defeated, and as soon as you press fight, unfortunately another opponent defeated the previous opponent, so the fight is cancelled. You have to go back to the previous screen and select the new opponent, and this cancels your progress. I've been there before. So if the fight is so cutthroat, be careful with that. I'm not saying that leading is better because of that, because it's actually not better. But this is one case when if you cannot manage all these anomalies that the first place person may change, because some people start attacking at like 5 seconds before the end, 2 seconds before the end, then calculate that in, factor that in. Also, if you know who the attacker is gonna be, then you can just wait for the attack and attack back. It's the exact same process, except that it's not you who is defeated, but another person is defeated. It's quite easy this way. Now, I left Lord Phoenix puzzled because he doesn't understand what is going on. He might have attacked me during the last second, so next time he might try something else. Dynamic changes. But what's important, I said it here, and I knew exactly what was gonna happen in advance. I had my plan. I knew who the attacker is gonna be. I cracked his code, you saw it, and I used his code against him at the very last second, I guess, because then I got the message that I finished first. I didn't even know that I won. And here, you know, what happened. Now, there are some times when, and this happened to me as well before a few days ago, here, if you get some heat from behind, and I got some heat earlier this week, in that case you cannot really focus on this arena because this is the less important arena. So in that case you focus on the other arena, and then if you know where the attack is coming from, if the attack is coming from second place, then you might as well just go and lead, because then at the end you give up your lead and finish second. But if you're like 4th, 5th and 6th, don't leave an option to yourself to attack during the last second, because you will need all your attention on the other arena. You will need all your attention here. So just focus and just give up your first place. And if someone else attacks you, tough luck. But you need your attention here. Most of the time here, same principle applies. The last attacker wins. So if you lead and you let someone else attack you, you attack back immediately. And then you can be the last attacker. And they don't know that after 9 PM you can still attack, at least until they watch this video. And if they know and they do this like after last second and they attack you, then sometimes they will miss because it can happen that your defense defends their attack. Otherwise there would not be this dynamic. So right now no one dares to attack me because it's just wasted potential. Why? No one will defeat me from the Cleric or Luca Borobar triple, even Winry. So if they cannot defeat me, in that case they don't attack. But if they can defeat me, there can be a circular defeating. So my attack is stronger than my opponent's defense, and my opponent's attack is stronger than my defense. This can happen all the time. So in mathematic terms, these fights are not reflexive. Reflexive means that if A beats B, then B beats A. Then so if A beats B, then B is defeated by A. So the relation is the same. It's a non-reflexive thing in this case. And also, it's a non-transitive thing. What does transitive mean? If A beats B and B beats C, then A beats C. That would be transitive. But it can happen that I beat Clerigor, Clerigor beats Luca, and Luca beats me. And then good luck figuring out who's the second place is gonna be. Out of these four, I oftentimes was certain that I could only beat Luca and he could never beat me. And other than him, everyone else was like fair game, like back and forth. So then you need to do this last second trick. Good news is that after a while, I mean after Stadwick, after level 95, after level 98, people will chill. They will let you take your position for a week or for 2 weeks, and then they even announce that, okay, I'll try once. They will chill. They are fed up with all these fights. These fights happen for a while, but this will not happen forever. Then you don't even need to focus. Why do you think I can focus on this server while I'm running my main server? Because on my main server I'm first, and nothing threatens my first place. On the other server that, you know, the previous Emperor Butter server, the VIP01, there I'm second and nothing threatens my second place. And I cannot threaten the first place either. It's set. In the Glory Arena, for some reason no one is attacking me, even the stronger player Marcus. Why? I have no idea. No one is attacking me in EU 256 either. Butcher Hans could have attacked me like every single day. Why? Because they are chilling at this stage. VIP level, well, not VIP, this XP level 100, 104, it's kind of like later game for them, and they don't need those resources. They need the diamonds, but they know that they cannot defeat me. So I can focus on this server only. Guess what will happen in a few months? If I still play here. I'm not sure. I might quit. What will happen here? Most likely no contests. Neither here nor on the other one. The reason why I might quit is that I told you I will do a Nico Rosberg. If I become the strongest, as soon as I become a champion, or whatever that means, we can argue on the exact conditions, I will announce retirement from the server. So that's the idea. This is just an experiment anyway, a $30 experiment, to show you that as a VIP 4 life is so much different and you can challenge VIP 10s and above. Hopefully this helps you. Hopefully now you know how to battle in the arena. If you have any specific questions about the game, let me know, as long as this account is still active.